Day by day, it's getting worse. Every single day you wake up, you can feel the burden of everything that you're putting off compounding over time. You can see that your relationships aren't the best anymore. Your wife looks at you differently. Your children quit asking you to play. And it's even worse when you go into looking at yourself as a male figure, as a masculine figure. You can see that it doesn't match. You don't feel good about yourself. You get anxious and depressed because you know that the state that you're in is not where you should be, because you know your capabilities. And that's what makes it even harder to get back into a cycle, to be able to become the version of yourself that you want to become. Because not only do you have this weight on you of what you should be doing on top of everything that you are doing, you have this thought process that you should be somewhere else instead of where you are right now. Eventually, you're going to burn out. But until then, it's going to keep on getting worse and worse and worse until you hit rock bottom. I don't know what rock bottom is going to be for you. I know what it was for me. It's bad. It's life-changing. And I hope that nobody has to go through it. But unfortunately, that's the cold, hard truth of this whole process when you put yourself in this position. You are going to have to hit rock bottom. Things are going to have to get worse before they get better. And when that happens, you'll make a choice. You'll make a choice to sit there and blame others, blame your circumstances, blame your environment, blame your relationships, which, by the way, was created all by every single individual decision you make every day, compounded over time. Or you can realize what's at stake. You can realize that not only the people in your life that depend on you to be there consistently, day in and day out, no matter what, because to them, you're the hero. You are the strongest person in the world that they will ever know. It will ultimately hurt you the most, because there's some things men can't come back from, and this is one of them. Going through life day by day for years at a time or decades, not having a purpose, not giving you a reason to get up and reclaim what is yours, whether that be your physical state, your mental state, your emotional state, or even your spiritual state. These are the things that are going to happen to you if you don't make the decision sooner than later. And every day you wait, it gets worse. It gets worse. I know through my time in the military, the thing I learned about it is you will always day to day be put in situations that you're not ready for or you're not comfortable with. That is why people excel in those kind of situations, or they fall to the wayside. You are going to be put in situations every single day that you're not familiar with, that you're not ready for, that are going to test you physically and mentally. You have to be able to produce. You have to show up with your A game, regardless of what that is. The only thing you can control in this world is your reaction. And your reaction is going to be the deciding factor if you become successful or fail at whatever life's throwing at you. It's real simple. You are going to show up with whatever you put yourself in that day when those cards get dealt. When the hand you get dealt shows up, you are going to have to show up with the machine, which is your chassis, the body that you walk around with, that you built for yourself. You are going to have to produce with that chassis that you gave yourself. It might be by yourself. God forbid it's with your family or someone that you love or care about. It's coming. There is no ands, ifs, or buts about it. That is what I learned about my time in the services. But what I also learned is what you're capable of, what I was capable of. The situations that you get put in are your game time decisions, your Hail Mary throws, your beat the buzzer calls, your last laps, so to speak. You are going to be there with whatever you gave yourself the days, the weeks, the months, and the years before. That's what's at stake. So the only thing you can do is make the decision right now what you want to do. If you want to sit there and keep on complaining, keep on blaming everything that's not in your control, then this channel's not for you, and that's okay. I wish you the best. But if that is you, this is where you need to be. This is where you're going to find out how much you've been putting off since you started getting that gut feeling like you were going backwards, like you were on the wrong road. How long would you go on the wrong direction if you were listening to a GPS on your phone on a road trip? How long would you let that GPS go off and tell you you're going the wrong way? A day? A week? A month? A year? Something tells me that that's not true. And not only this, you're not taking this journey alone where you're going the wrong way. You're taking your whole family with you. That's what's at stake. The only thing that's going to help you is by implementing a system. Daily systems that you have, action items that you need to do every single day that help maintain the progress, that help maintain the consistency and the benchmark. Let's call it the standard. These things help you maintain the standard where progression is slowly compounding over time. That is what this is. That is why I created this, because it's the exact framework that I used to get back on track after I hit rock bottom. And when I say rock bottom, I don't mean a shitty day with my shirt off. I don't mean not feeling good about myself. I don't mean not having enough money. I mean making bad decisions day after day that not only affected me, but affected my family. I rebuilt everything in my life from these systems and frameworks that I try to give out. I rebuilt my marriage. I rebuilt my body. I rebuilt my sobriety. These are little things, daily checklists that you put in place to help you maintain that standard. Because going forward, once you make that decision, once you find your purpose, there is no going back. This isn't a goal. This is a duty. A goal, definite result, definite timeline. Duty, never ending, non-stop, more at stake. Goal, duty. Goal, motivation. Duty, purpose. These are the things that you are going to do every single day and implement them, which helps you get back to where you know you should be. Full circle. This going to happen overnight? Absolutely not. This took me years. This took me years to get to the point where I'm at. And it's only right to give this to people that need it. I know there's at least one person out there that needs it. And if this finds him and helps them, it was all worth it. There's no reason why you should be going through life, going through the motions, living like everybody else, sounding like everybody else, doing what everybody else is doing, because that's not you. You know, because you have a standard. You have a calling. That's why you're watching this. You understand there's more to life than sitting there having the freaking weekend beers, the weekend cookouts, hanging out with the coworkers, talking about sports. There's more in it than that. That's all just distractions. That's distractions that's keeping you from doing what you know you need to do and become the person that you need to become. Remember what's at stake. Remember what's at stake. What's more important? That football game, that golf match, that soccer game, that race on the weekend that you can talk to your buddies at work about? Or is it the people that go to sleep under your very roof every single night that need you and know in their head that you're going to give them what they need? You're going to give them the peace of mind. What a tremendous responsibility that is to have other people feel safe when you are around. My question is, what do you do to maintain it? What do you do to make it better? What do you do to make sure that if you're ever thrown in a situation that you're able to do and perform the way that you need to? Daily systems put in place to maintain a standard towards your duty or your purpose. This is never ending. This is for the rest of your life. There's a lot worse ways I can think of living than having a duty or a purpose, something that helps me stay healthy, something that helps me stay positive, something that helps me gain perception on what's important in life, something that gives me appreciation for the ability and the duties that have been bestowed upon me. What a horrible life. These are the things that we talk about on this channel. That is why I made this, because I know there's somebody else out there that needs this. I needed it, and I didn't have anybody. Yeah, sure, there was a whole bunch of motivational people out there. There was a whole bunch of hype, whole bunch of gym goers, whole bunch of military people that I followed. There's nobody that breeds this. There's nobody that talks about this. Your purpose as being more than just a paycheck. That's the bare minimum. You being able to be physically capable in a situation where your life or your family's life depends on it, that's the bare minimum. These are the things you need to start thinking about when you try to find your purpose. Because once you have that eye-opening moment, once the light bulb goes off, once it clicks, it'll never stop. And that's the person that we need you to be. That's what this system's going to do. It's going to allow you to make the turn back into the person that you need to be. That's what's on this. Come with us if you want to. If you want to become a better person, a better version of yourself, a better provider for your family, and you want to be more physically, mentally, and emotionally capable, this is for you. I hope to see you on the inside. Leave a comment if this sparked with you. We'll see you next time.